Hello artists, today we are going to use words and symbols to say something, and we are going to say something that would help the world and the Black Lives Matter movement using peace, love, kindness, helping, hope, justice, and change. You can also add other pictures that would be symbols that you would like to add, maybe a person, maybe you have some other ideas, maybe even different emojis, different things you make up or find on your own. You may use maybe black and white for most of it and patterns and add your own colors, maybe cool colors, maybe warm colors, maybe all the colors of the rainbow. But I will keep this page on the video that has different ideas for patterns. I have the different ideas for how to draw it. Now this is just my idea. You can come up with your own, but I like to have some lines and then add my words and symbols. The lines actually broke up the page so that it was kind of easier to see where I was going to put my different words and symbols, but it's up to you how you want to do it. I'm going to line my page the way it has it in my example steps, and then I'm going to just kind of draw different lines to break up the space, but then I'm going to go into helping you draw the symbols. So I could draw the symbols within all of these little shapes, or I could just do it on a blank page. It's up to you how you want to do it. I wanted to have a little bit of space, so drawing 3 to 4 lines might help with that. I'm going to start with drawing a peace sign. So I'm going to draw a circle or trace a circle. If you have a little bottle cap sitting around, that might help. And then for the center, you draw a straight line down. And then you're thinking, how do I do this? It's just like if you were about to draw a triangle, but don't draw the bottom of it. So I'm going to go up and down, but then nothing on the bottom. And if the lines aren't exactly even, just make them a little thicker. And there I have my first shape, my symbol for peace. And you might want to add the words along with it somewhere in the box. I'm going to write it really big, peace, in capital letters, the uppercase. And if I run out of room, I could just make them get smaller. As an artist, you can do these kind of things all the time. My next shape I'm going to make is a heart. And if you start with a V, you can go up and round the top. So it's like a rounded M with a V. If you don't know how to do a heart, that could work. I could even make a second heart around it, a third heart around it, whatever you would like. These are concentric hearts. They start small and get larger. And maybe I would write love in lowercase letters this time. Ooh, changing things up. And then the next one I'm going to try is an African Adinkra stamp symbol, and it's called change. So for change, it looks like 2 triangles on top of each other. So if I drew an upside down triangle and then the pointy side up kind of triangle, I put a line in the middle of them, horizontal, and then a circle on one part, circle on the other. We're getting there. Now I need the roundness on the outside. So it's like a half circle or a letter C, and on the other side, another half circle. So now I have change, and I could write change maybe uppercase C, lowercase h, uppercase A, lowercase n, no, uppercase G, lowercase e. So you can make it with whatever letters you want. You're like making up your own font. You might do bubble letters or block letters or cursive, whatever you can do, that would be fun. And I'm going to leave the coloring part right now. I'm going to keep trying to draw all of these different symbols just so that we can learn how to do them. Justice is also an Adinkra symbol from Africa, and it's 2 diamonds. So I'm going to draw 1 diamond. Diamond is like a square that's on its side, on its points. Then I draw the other diamond right over the other one. So it's overlapping. And this is justice. Justice is fair treatment. It's to be legally and just, meaning fair. So I'm going to make justice very nice letters, a very big J, and then Again, uppercase letters. Justice. We want justice for people. We want everybody to be treated fairly. And the next one, a smile could mean happy. It could mean funny sometimes. Or it could just mean being kind or nice. So I'm going to make a nice smiley face for kindness. And it's in the same square with justice, but that is nice. They can be friends. They can stay together because kindness and justice are fair and nice together. And then next, I'm going to use a hand. Now the hand sometimes can be tricky for people. If you start out with 2 lines, and then we kind of make it go out a little and round down. That could be a pinky, middle finger, that was ring finger, middle finger, pointer, and then the thumb is the weird one. It goes out from a little point, down. Now we have a hand to help. Maybe they're raising their hand saying, I'll help you out. So you can write help or helping, whatever you would like. I'm going to say a helping for my helping hand. And the last symbol I have to learn today is hope. And this is also an Adinkra symbol. And if it starts with a diamond, just like justice, but then I make from the point up and down, I make an oval. And then another oval comes from there going the opposite way. And you can color in hope, maybe a different color or the same color. And there we have it. We have hope. And I might write hope with fancy curvy wiggly lines. H, O, P, E. And to make sure that when I write over these on my pictures, I don't want the words to get like full of patterns. So I'm going to add some cool box around each of these. So maybe the love, I would add a rectangle. Hope might have more wigglies. And it's attached. It's kind of cute. They're hanging out together. Maybe helping would be a zigzag, zigzag line. Now, if I keep repeating the zigzag lines, they turn into a pattern. I love making little rainbows around my peace sign. It always kind of ends up looking like a peace flower. You might do it whatever way you'd like. But my peace sign is going to have patterns. And I was supposed to be working on the words, but I just got into making the peace sign, so I'll make those patterns around my peace sign too. Well, look at that. And it gets smaller, smaller, smaller. It's like a little cloud and a sunflower. And maybe for justice, I just wave, wavy, wavy, wavy lines. And change. We need change. We need people to be nicer all the time, all over the world. We need people to be fair and just for justice. To have justice, we need to have change for people to be kinder and helping and hopeful and loving. So the next part we're going to do is we're going to add the different patterns. So you might decide to look and say, oh, diagonal lines. I'm going to add some diagonal lines. And as I do this, they turn into a pattern the more you repeat them. You might see polka dots and want to add some polka dots. You might make tiny ones, or they might get to be larger. I like when they get larger and smaller and medium. Sometimes you might add a lot together or less. And it's up to you how you want to fill in the black and white patterns on the page. I like filling in some kind of pattern or kind of picture around every part of my background. And then I'll pick like a color for each of the symbols. And then after that, I can say, do I want to keep the background all black and white? Do I want to add some color even to the words, to the symbols, to the patterns behind it, like even the beautiful wiggly lines around the peace sign? That part is up to you. You might just stick with a couple colors. You might start adding colors in and making the stripes different colors. That part, I can't wait to see. I hope that you make some wonderful, wonderful art that is for activism, and that you say something with your art and make it a beautiful, beautiful project for a beautiful, beautiful future.